Folks, congratulations on what you both did on Battle of the Blades. First, I got to ask you, what is it like working with the two of you together? A lot of magic, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement for everybody out there. Amazing, just absolutely amazing.
It's our second time at it, so we have a special relationship. We're a little different than every other group because we skated together before 9 years ago. So it was something that we were able to lean back on a little and have a little bit more fun with. I think we understand what the show is all about. First timers, you get in there and it's all about competitive juices and you want to get out there and win. And we know that the whole thing's about charities. The whole group was like that, but I'm just saying we have a different feel to it being around the second time, that it's just so much about the charity aspect of it. I think that sometimes gets forgotten about because everyone's pushing about the scores and the marks and the skating. But we're both very lucky people to be in the positions that we are in, to be able to be on this show, to be healthy, and we know the importance of what the show does, and that's giving back.
What was it like getting back together? I mean, what were you guys talking about? And then getting out there for the first time. You guys seemed, like I said, very, very smooth and comfortable with each other.
Well, I think we are, because we have a relationship, we have friendship going. It was very easy to transfer it on the ice and start working pretty much where we picked it up 9 years ago. Yes. No, it was the best thing ever. I wish everybody could experience that, when you can go and enjoy this show with a friend.
Let's talk about what happened last week when nobody was eliminated. Were you guys shocked? I mean, that was mind-blowing, as they said. That show made history.
The look on Violetta's face kind of summed actually, the look on my face kind of summed it up as well, as I was like, no! It's actually, I like being the person that plays with your emotions, your nerves, kind of get you going, and it was reversed and put on me, put on us, and it was... My face was like, you get caught in that moment. I like seeing people's reactions. Here it was flipped on me. And it was like, no, yes, oh. It was pretty, but the one picture that we have of Violetta, and that kind of sums her up, and why she loves the show so much, is just her, she was dancing. She was so excited and smiling. And again, it's also... Violetta and Katerina Gordieva are best of friends, and it's one of those things that Kat's another person that's been on the show and understand what the show is all about, and you don't want to see anyone leave the show.
No.
And that's her good friend, and the fact that they tied was a beautiful thing.
But I'm glad you guys were definitely back for this, because the R&B, you got to do the R&B stuff, the music. You guys, again, it was like, it was so much fun to see you guys doing this routine and taking a lot of chances too in this one.
Yeah, we had a lot of skating put in. We had a lot of flow, but we had two really difficult lifts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm from the figure skating world. I know what it is for the partner, especially on the first lift, to bring it up. It's very high balances, really tricky there. So that was a pretty strong risk there. But the whole number was very fun and enjoyable.
She loves her dancing. She loves her dancing. I'm better at like 2:00 in the morning after a few drinks at a wedding. That's kind of 8:00 on a Thursday is not kind of my jam. So, but it was
right
good.
From
It
the
was
start.
Yeah, it was a fun number.
But here's
awesome.
the thing. She gave you probably one of the best compliments anybody could have said throughout the whole competition, because there was one point when she said that you aren't just a hockey player, you're a figure skater.
I don't know if that's the best compliment I've ever got.
It's a compliment, my friend. It means you have grace.
Yes.
Well, you have grace in skating, but you have love for the music and for reproducing that music on the ice. You go on the ice, you put music on, and then you just like start skating and feeling it, and that's what it is. Like, we express ourselves in the figure skating, and that's what you do. Like, you're at heart for sure.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you could do something like this? I know you did it. You said, you guys did it several years ago again, but we are getting older. We're using different muscles when we're doing this. Did you think you can compete to the level that you have, which was amazing?
She's great. So it's my whole thing is make sure no one looks at me and everyone looks at V. And that's kind of what my job kind of was. And the only time I kind of wasn't able to get her where I had to get her, got kicked off. So
that didn't work.
Yeah.
You smiled all over the place. Nobody could look at me. Everybody was
You're
looking
still
at me.
smiling. And I know you guys haven't had much sleep, and you're still smiling.
Actually, we've had no sleep. That's kind of no. We had it was great. top to bottom. And again, she's beautiful. She's amazing at what she does, and there's not many that can do what she does, and that's why she's so great on this show. And my one job is to put her in that position to make her do what separates her from everybody else, and
make me smile.
and make her smile, which is hard sometimes.
It's okay. You're working it.
I'm
You're
working
doing
it. I'm working on it.
The other thing that puts a smile on everybody's faces too. This is for charity. What was your charity, please?
Humane Society of Kavarta Lakes. It's a small local shelter for the animals, the rescued animals, and to find families, foster families, and give them away for homes.
Great. And your charity, sir?
ALS Society of Quebec, but it expanded to that of Canada and anywhere. You know, it's a disease. It doesn't really have the brightest, I guess, I don't want to say future, but history. And I'm hoping the future is going to be different, and we can make a change however we possibly can.
You're here to that. Before we go, we still have some competitors left.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win this now?
Good answer. Good answer. It's
you go.
interesting because the voting has a lot to do with it.
Yes.
So that's.
But in your hearts, though, I mean, you're out there. You see everybody. In your hearts, who do you think has a really good chance in taking this?
You take it.
You take it. I'm not saying anyone because everyone's different, and they're all different. They bring different things. And Sheldon Kennedy can dance, has confidence on his feet. Bruno looks like a professional the way he skates. Colton Orr is just a machine with strength, and Andrew Pogier and Natalie Spooner are fun, just so much fun, and they can do everything. So, excuse me, it will be interesting who ends up winning it. Again, the voting has a lot to do with it. So hopefully,
Anything can happen. I mean, look what happened last week. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
What happened this week. Anything can happen next week. Folks, thank you so much for doing this interview. Thank you so much for being part of this. Just thank you for the entertainment that you've given us across this country. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much
Thank
for having
you.
us.